It's like there's certain things, that kind of follow the Jays chat.
Yeah.
I think probably from coast to coast.
That's a good segment for you to do.
You think so?
We got to workshop it a bit, but it's like, what's like the water cooler? Nobody does water coolers anymore, but it's like,
what's following you around? Like what are you being asked in the streets?
Yeah.
And I think what they're going to do at the trade deadline, the big one. We'll ask Steve Phillips about that. I think Vladdy, I don't even know how to describe his season. Like he's got 12 home runs.
Mm-hmm.
Just the powerless nature of, and he really didn't perform well over the weekend. He was terrible over the weekend. And again, that last game in Chicago was, you could point to him on a couple of occasions where he cost them. So Vladdy, the offseason no-shows, which we've talked about, Santander, Scherzer, Jimenez, they really haven't brought much. But internal improvements is what sticks out as well, because we goofed on that term so many times last year. Ross Atkins, Mark Shapiro, internal improvements. But ultimately, that, I think, is why they're in the position they're in it.
Yeah.
Like Alejandro Kirk, George Springer, Addison Barger, Ernie Clement. These are all internal improvements.
But do you think they actually believe that, or that's just something you say when, like,
it's a catchphrase?
Soto and like,
yeah, I'd say, please leave me alone for a minute.
It's like when you go up to talk to the bosses, you have to be like, well, we're counting on internal improvement. That's what we think is going to happen.
Great way to just kick the can down the road, isn't it?
Yeah.
How do you intend on improving this year?
Oh, yeah.
Well, internally. It's one way.
They're just going to be better.
It's internal improvements, man. Everyone's going to pull their socks up that much more. It is the emptiest of empty calorie comments. Yet, again, I think it's arrived for the Blue Jays this year.
Sure. It's funny, like you mentioned Vladdy. For the first month and a half, my guy, Juan Soto, signed an incredible contract and was really scuffling. I was getting worried. And then he just took off, and now he's
Although the All-Star game, what happened there?
He got snubbed, but if you look at his numbers the last month and a half, he's back to being unreal.
Well, when you sign, was it a 15-year deal?
I think so.
It was something like that, 14 or 15-year deal. You don't, the first month and a half is probably not going to really define what's going to happen. With him, it was a 15-year deal. What's going to happen with Soto is what you do down the stretch and what you do in the playoffs.
And he's a playoff monster.
Absolutely. So, yeah, the Mets will be good. They'll be fine. They'll probably be active, I would think, between now and the end of the month.
Yeah, Dodgers haven't been amazing.
Isn't that something? When
20 wins.
Remember they went to Japan and they skunked the Cubs, that 2-game series, punked them, and then didn't they start 8-0 or 10-0 or something like that? And at that point, we were legitimately having chats about the 0-1 Mariners, 116 wins, they're going to pass them, 120 wins.
Conceivable. They had this 7-deep rotation. They had 2 top 10 players.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It didn't.
And Freddie Freeman not far off.
Yeah, and he's really fallen off, and it's oh man.
But that's sports, man. That's when we get into the Marner stuff, which again I got.
We should just do a
more on that in 20 minutes. I got more on that in 20 minutes.
Okay.
Including what the league should do, but I'm certain they won't do about it when it comes to his return. We'll get to that in 20 minutes.
Did you see the first games they scheduled? What are they doing?
Why is Chicago playing Florida?
Right?
On the first game of the NHL season.
Pittsburgh's playing somebody. It's
the Rangers.
Pittsburgh to start the year. Really?
I know. But listen.
Insane.
Yeah, it's insane, but it's the hockey market.
Who remembers the first game?
No, I know.
People are excited for the first game, and that's your first game, really?
Yeah. But I guess they're looking at it we need Chicago, we need Pittsburgh, we need New York. That's the way they operate. It's always the kind of Midwest and Northeast United States. That's what matters.
Fair.
And it's almost, again, an admission, we can't just sell Florida because no one down there is going to watch.
I don't know scheduling, but why wouldn't you just do Edmonton, Florida to start the year?
Totally agree. Start Edmonton through that, even if it's a one-off. Yeah. I know that's very difficult to justify. I get it. So if you're down there, you got to play Tampa, then you got to play Carolina.
But imagine the buzz heading into that game.
Yeah, right off the bat.
Back-to-back finals, Cup champions against the team they just beat twice.
Yeah, right off the bat.
McDavid, we don't know what's happening. Who knows? We'll know his contract.
Or have them play
situation.
Tampa. Yeah. Have a major rival.
Yeah, and if you want to get those other teams in there, have Philly play Boston or New York play Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago, Florida. Like,
Well,
come on.
Chicago, like the Bedard conversation this year is going to be fascinating for me.
So many different ways.
Yeah, like he's got to have a great season. Has to. Has got to have a launching pad season. Doesn't mean you got to win the Hearts or be in contention. You don't have to individually drag your team anywhere. That's too lofty of expectations. They're not good enough. But I think he's got to be touching up on like 35, 40 goals, point a game, and looking more like a professional player and like a dominating player in the future. But he sold tickets when he arrived. I don't think he does that anymore. Like, I think he's got to win the crowd
bad every year. This will be year 3?
Third year.
Man, to be bad 3 years, like that's full entry level.
Where does Bedard rank for you? Like, you have the luxury of seeing everyone play.
Mm-hmm.
Where is he for you? Like, when you look at the sked for the Leafs and you're like, when is Chicago rolling through town?
That does not cross my mind.
No.
Just because, like, they're bad. Like, that game is not going to be interesting. He's interesting, but the team is, like, just...
No, I hear you.
And honestly, like, I haven't studied Chicago's offseason, but it does, like, I don't know what they're doing. Like, it doesn't...
I don't think anyone really knows.
It's like, what is this team?
Yeah, they're going to be... I think they're going to be terrible again, I think.
Yes.
I mean, I fully expect they're in on Gavin McKenna next year.
Yeah, which would be pretty fun if he went there.
Yeah. But, like...
But
put that into perspective.
Radar, really.
No, but he probably was as a rookie. Like, he was for me.
Sure. Yeah,
when he came out of the league,
like, I'm excited to see.
See, there you go. Year 2, I want to see him. Like, Celebrini would probably be higher on my list than Bedard for what I want to see. Now, obviously, you know, McDavid's going to be at the top, and there's a bunch of superstars you want to see play.
But that's the thing where, like, sports is so, like, we just have the MLB draft is last night, today, and forever. But it's like you get into the situation, and it's like you're kind of stuck a little bit by your situation. Like, if you have a crappy situation, really can screw up your career.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even just think, like, you can think of all the different NFL players, quarterbacks, whoever. If you go to the wrong team, like, I don't know.
Yeah, if you go to the Jets, you go to the Browns.
Like, Zach Wilson might have been bad no matter where he went.
Maybe not.
I guess that was an okay situation. Like, they had a good defense. I don't know.
But the Jets are the Jets.
But they're the Jets. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they stink. Like, they will find a way to damage themselves. Like, that's the way the New York Jets operate. And they haven't made the playoffs in, 14 years?
Yeah. Like Buffalo, like you.
Yeah, the Sabres, unfortunately, if you get drafted by them, you're like, oh, really?
And then, like, look at what's happened to some of the guys who've left there, and they go on. It's like, oh, he is good.
Yeah, but you gotta get out.
You
gotta get out, and you gotta keep, like, your willpower alive, man.
Yeah.
It's tough.
It must be hard.
Yeah,
Losing all the time.
Well, and that's what I worry about with Bedard. You know, I worry, like, what if it's another horrendous season? Where's his head gonna be at? And at what point does he have the right to start putting pressure on the team to start doing something?
He can sign an extension, I think, right now.
Yeah, I guess he could, yeah.
And it's like, maybe you just kind of play it out and be like, I'm going to see what's happening here.
But don't you think the team has to be thinking that a little bit too?
I would be terrified if he left, wouldn't you?
It's not about him leaving. It's about what's he making. Like, through 2 years,
I don't know how
he's been good. He's been very good at times.
But I'm just thinking, like, we have Steve coming up. I'm thinking, like, watching Mike Trout now. And it's like he's having, like, an okay year, and the Angels have been, like, a little better than expected. But, like,
still terrible.
They're bad. His whole career is going to pass by, and
but I think he's fine with it because he made all that money. He loves Southern California.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, yeah, if he wanted out, he could have got out.
Sure.
Mike Trout chose, like Ohtani said, I'm out. Trout's a different beast. He doesn't want to leave. All right, joining us here on the Maple Toyota Hotline. Here's our TSN baseball insider, Steve Phillips. How you doing, Steve?
Doing great, guys. Good to be with you.
Yeah, great to be with you. Are you a home run derby guy, or was that for 30, 40 years ago?
No, I like the home run derby, and I actually called it a few times with Chris Berman and Joe Morgan and back in the day, and so I actually enjoy it. I do. I like the show. I like seeing the players laugh and smile and celebrate each other's greatness, and I think the reaction of the players to the players is the part that I think is really so much fun to watch.
Well, something I didn't foresee happening, and I don't think you did either when we were chatting during the winter months and even leading into the regular season here, was the Blue Jays would hit the break sitting atop the American League East, 55-41. If there's one particular reason for why they're in the position they're in, what would that reason be?
Yeah, I think it's the depth of the lineup. They out of nowhere, you get Ernie Clement and Addison Barger and, Alejandro Kirk putting together an amazing offensive season. And, then Nathan Lucas comes up with hits and Springer a major bounce back season. I mean, I don't think any of those could necessarily have been anticipated. I mean, you hoped that they would all be better, but I think they've gotten even more production than I think they even anticipated right now. And, it's made up for the fact that Vladdy's not quite been his best.
Okay, we dropped them. We're having a tough time here with Steve. It was late getting them, and we'll see if we can get them back.
But that's the point to pick up on with Vladdy.
Vladdy, you're a glass half full guy.